Go. All right. The TO just yelled quite loudly that the timer has begun. So I'll get that up here. It's now. I got it ticking. I have a lot of things to find, though. There we go. All right, Doug Kinney's Hothie's lower formation of TIE fighters takes a 2 straight, and then the lower pilot skill ones take a 2 straight, and then followed suit by the Obsidians in the top formation. Also, everybody remember to enter the raffle and also to vote on the next featured match for round 5. I will find out what the record for player 1 is. I know Doug is 0-3 so far, so he's looking to bring it back a little bit. Both players are 0-3. The winner of the tie advanced was the user named Monkey Lot. Monkey like in the jungle, and lot like a lot of that's a lot of nuts. Is Nigu? I don't want to tell you what's on top or anything. I will tell you this one's much closer than the last one was. It could still go either way. Like, there may not be a clear winner with this one. What's up, Groggy Gollum? I'm glad to see you tuning in. You're a regular here. We always appreciate people coming back. And now we got some TIE Fighter sombreros over on the World Champion side. Remember, there are still 2 more giveaways to do. Next drawing is going to be before round 6 for a Y-Wing expansion pack. You can see that there on the screen. And then after the first 2 rounds of the top 8, immediately before the final match, we will announce the winner of an Armada expansion pack. Excuse me, an Armada core set. Big shiny present there. And everyone gets a signed Atlanta Hawk sticker autographed by former world champion Doug Kinney. Everyone who wins. And Doug has chosen his target. The Academy pilot is taking a 3 bank to his left. Looks like, I would guess, at least some of that lower formation would follow suit. Big Cook Ben, are you asking me that because it sounds like I'm a terrible commentator and then am by proxy a terrible player? Because I can just tell you out front I'm a terrible player. I'll probably get two games in a week on our league night. You don't have to do anything to win the Armada set except be watching at 12 a.m. That's all you got to do. No other obligation to you, sir. Audio Weasel, you've already voted. I'm not going to be resetting the raffle again. So if you're already in the raffle, you're already in. Hothie attempts to measure a barrel roll and see if he can fit inside that asteroid. Doesn't look like he can. League Night is actually every Wednesday. And we stream every other Wednesday. But we just streamed this past Wednesday, so we won't stream again until the second Wednesday of June. The date of that I can find out for you in a moment, I guess. The next streaming night show will be June 10th, Wednesday, June 10th. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, K-Dub Wadsworth. We can only choose one list at a time because we don't know what the pairings are going to be, and it always turns out to be like it has thus far turned out to be a fire spray. The next two lists hopefully won't involve fire sprays. Oh, that upper fire spray at the top lands on top of a debris field. He receives a stress token and will roll. Did not take a damage. Looked like a hit result, but remember they only deal damage on a critical result. And now Howlrunner is going to 3-bank in right where she belongs, right into the middle of that tie formation. And Boba is going to take a 4 straight ahead. Get some of those ships into range 1. Maybe. Probably boost out of some marks, actually. Yep, there he goes. He's going to boost away. Looks like he's still in arc of at least one TIE fighter. Might only have one TIE fighter in arc as well. Actually, no, those upper TIE fighters, too. So he's going to have some long-range fire coming in from those upper TIE fighters. You are allowed to daredevil onto obstacles because it is a maneuver, not a boost action. Okay, 3 dice coming from Boba Fett. 4 dice. Looks like it. All right, I'm gonna go. After. And it looks like Obsidian number 2 was insta-popped. Looks like 2 damage on Boba Fett. Another range 1 TIE fighter into Boba Fett. Flipped over that dial. He's going to re-roll one of those. Looks like 2 evades with, so 1 more shield off of Boba. Two hits. And re-rolling 2. 1 more damage off of Boba. So Boba is now into hull. I think that might be everything. Because a couple of those TIE fighters definitely don't have arc on the bounty hunter. So that's going to be it. And pretty sure the score is updated to what it should be. Hello, Francois X-Wing. I like the enthusiasm. Exclamation points make me happy inside. Francois X-Wing, I'm glad you think so. I try to keep up with what's going on the screen. Sometimes I'm not so good at it. Like that last game with 3 fire sprays. Both team had at least 1 fire spray, and I was just like not keeping up with damage. It was really terrible. But right now it's definitely an interesting game so far. The first attack Cat Scarlet made against an Obsidian squadron, that Obsidian popped in a very terrible way. But then Doug Kenny returned fire into Boba Fett and put quite a few damage into that fire spray. Thanks, blowing my load. I appreciate the enthusiasm there as well. Zeitgeist, he boosted to get where he was, so he actually avoided a few arcs there. Oh, Doug K turned onto a rock. Doug. Boba can absolutely do a 3K. Or he, K turned on to that, debris field, excuse me, so that gives him double stress. He did not take a damage from it, however. Obsidian 1, following suit, doing a, K-turn. Your nubs will be off, Aeroletho. All right, looks like that Obsidian wasn't able to K-turn. I'm going to go make sure. It's kind of hard to keep track when there's so many of them. They're all the same. Okay, I got them mixed up here. Howl Runner's over here. That looks like a block, I think. Oh, never mind. They've marked the side of the ship. All right, all right. All right, I completely lost Obsidian 3. Was wrong again. All right, backstabber's down there. And another K turn from Howlrunner. Nice move, blocking there, backstabber. The problem, I think, if you blocked his turn, then he's going to have arcs on your lower ship there. That is a K turn, I believe, from the fire spray. Oh, yeah, he fits with flying colors. Like a half an inch there. 4K, he definitely would not have fit, but the 3K is fine. Sci-Fi Monkey, yes, the Star Viper got featured in our last featured match. All right, Boba Fett, looks like it's going to be... shooting backstabber there. Oh, that hurts. Backstabber just went out also. Second TIE fighter destroyed from one attack. Yeah, Backstabber got nuked by an auto blaster. That's rough. All right, Cat Scarlet, 3 hits against Howlrunner. And Howlrunner goes down to 2 hull. Or it goes down to 1 hull, excuse me. Two hits from a TIE fighter onto Kath. And Kath takes 2 shield. Checking arc to see if he has Boba there. Looks like it's going to be... He does have the back half of that fire spray, but not at, way out at range 3. 2 hits. And 2 evades, no damage against Boba Fett. Yeah, if you're having video issues, just refresh your Twitch feed. If you're using an app, back out of this channel and then go back in. Or just press the refresh button on a PC. Okay, 1 hit after a Howlrunner reroll and evaded. And Academy Pilot, range 3 at Kath. Doug's attacks are on fire, but unfortunately so are the fire spray's evades. All right, that's shields down on Cass Scarlet. We have Doug has shields down on both fire sprays. Yeah, it's already a tough game for the Empire here. I'm really rooting for Doug Kinney. I hope he can pull it through. Better upgrades and better card abilities. You're right. There is a crit on that Black Squadron pilot. You're absolutely right. Thank you for bringing that up. Dial's going down. I almost think the best thing for both of the fire sprays to do would be go up the right side of the table. I'm going to double check the hull on Howrun. What's up, Mike? It is in fact 2 hull remaining on Hellrunner. Thank you. Oh, it's looking like lately one of the poll results has taken off. Maybe I hadn't refreshed it in a while. It's still much closer than last time. Like with the Star Vipers had over 50% control of the poll. Right now the leader is at about 32%, and then the closest follower is at 24%. What are we thinking? Maybe Kath could maybe one bank toward the TIE fighters, or 2 turn away toward the table edge, and then Boba Fett could 2 turn up the screen. Academy pilot goes 5 straight ahead, attempting to block Kath Scarlet. So if Kath goes straight ahead, she'll still get a target lock from a green maneuver, more than likely anyway. But you're not going to move very far unless she turns away, like I had mentioned. Obsidian Squadron pilot taking a 1 hard. Are you going to barrel roll, Doug? Barrel roll in and maybe try to get a shot on that blocked up Kath? Maybe just focus up. Yeah, there he goes. Doug's going to barrel roll to the left. Now, Obsidian 1. He's going to take a 2 straight. Hop right over the top of Howlrunner. He was the world champion with a TIE fighter list. And he was saying on the show he's really like he has a really analytical mind, and he's good at planning his game like several turns ahead, not just for next round. We really have a pro on the table right now. All right, where are you going, Kath Scarlet? He took the target lock off. I mean, he took the focus off, meaning he's going to do a green maneuver. That will give Kath a target lock, but it looks like she's not going to move very far. Here we go with the official new bumping measurement rules. Finding exactly where Kath Scarlet's supposed to be. She will acquire... Well, she has a target lock on Howl Runner. She may choose to reacquire it. She's going to move that target lock over to Obsidian Squadron Pilot 3 because he's right up at range 1 there. And yet again, Hothie is going to jump Howl Runner right into the center of that tie formation. Kind of a dangerous place for her right at range 1 of that fire spray, especially as that there's going to be another fire spray shooting at her first. But if not, then we could see a lot of damage going to Kath Scarlet this turn. Boba takes 2 straight. Looks like he's miming trying to guess where a boost might land. He is going to attempt a boost. Does not look like he's going to fit. But it also doesn't look like he has a shot on Howl Runner, and that's going to be really great for Doug. Yeah, I'm thinking the Black Squadron might take some hate from that auto blaster cannon. We'll see how it goes. Measuring, Black Squadron pilot's absolutely inside that auto blaster, and Boba's focused. This is not going to be pretty. 3 hits, and Black Squadron's out because he cannot evade any of those 3 damage. Okay, looks like Howl Runner taking a range 1 onto Kath Scarlet. 3 damage and no evades. It's 2 damage and a crit. Kath is down to 3 hull. Kath returning fire. Re-rolling with target lock against Obsidian 3. 2 hits. And 2 evades. Obsidian 3 takes 0 damage. There we go. I updated the screen text there at the top. Score. What's up, Francisco Lamas? Okay, 2 hits against Kath Scarlet. Well, I guess, yeah, 2 hits and no evade. So that's Kath is down to 1 hull remaining. I also just updated Boba's instead of Kath's score, so that is an action on my part. Kath Scarlet is out for the count. And the score is almost evened up now. It was 100 to 56. Now it's 53 to 56. So Hothie has actually jumped back in the lead by 3 points. I'm seeing K-turns from a lot of these TIE fighters, and then maybe just a 2-bank from that Academy to clear some stress. He's going to be out of the fight either way. Yeah, I think Doug's chances just got way better. It's been his evade rolls have been rough. His ships are dropping like flies. 3 ships now are destroyed. 2 of which were destroyed with 1 attack. Just pops like balloons. But it's definitely looking like Hothie could pull this one out. There's a 2-turn to the left from the Academy pilot. Just trying to open up some distance, not worried about those stress tokens. Is this a 4K? TIE Fighter's 4K? Yep, there's a 4K from City number 3. So he was just moving that Academy pilot out of the way of some K-turns. Not a bad decision. There's a 4K from I think I just overheard they his opponent allowed him to move those ships out of order because it doesn't affect anything in the current match standings. Now all right, Boba takes a 2-turn in. He might boost into range 1 to make that auto blaster trigger. All right, doesn't look like he's going to fit there. Maybe. If he does a bank boost, though, he can see that Academy pilot. Oh, it looks like they've agreed that he fits. All right, Boba rolls an attack, re-rolls 3 dice from ships at range 1. And then Howlrunner is out, destroyed yet again by a single attack from that auto blaster. At least Howlrunner already had some damage on her. It's not too terrible. It's not as terrible. And again, TIE Swarm's efficiency really drops after Howlrunner's out, so we'll see how this goes. Looks like a completely whiffed attack from Hothie. Another attack from Hothie. 2 hits. Nothing. All right, re-rolling 2 evades. Nothing again. So that's 3 cards. 3 cards out on Boba. Oh, 2. Excuse me. 1 card and a crit. And let me update the score here. That should be right. All right. Actually, it's going to be 38 points remaining on Hothie's side of the table. If I were the TIE fighters, I might try to block or arc dodge that Boba Fett get rid of some of that stress and maybe do another K-turn so you don't get stuck in front of that auto blaster again. But you're going to have to block him and then get out of his way for that to really work out. So it's definitely going to be a close game here. I like it. The Academy can't shoot. It's facing the wrong way. The Academy is actually facing the top left corner of the screen there. He was double stressed, so he didn't have a whole lot of choices. Now he works hard to die for the Empire. Looks like Doug just took all 3 of his dials back. He might be changing his mind here. Hard to say. He is. He's changing at least one of those 3 dials. Howie Loader, I'm thinking that the Academy pilot would block his 3-bank option. It's Kashmir. He is playing against a former world champion of X-Wing. That might be making him nervous. I don't know. Then again, like, both of their records are 0 and 3. The next person should have a little bit better record, but I was really excited to have Doug play on my show, so I threw him on. Guardian Pizza, that is true. 0 and 3. Both players here. Yeah, the Auto Blaster cannon is actually 5 points. It's the Auto Blaster turret that only costs 2. One Obsidian there moving to block Boba. The other Obsidian down below Boba facing the wrong direction. The next one should be a higher table. We'll definitely have some games going up of the top 8, so you'll see some of the top players at the end of the day. Right now, we're just kind of like, we've been choosing lists that we thought would be fun, and I asked Doug to play on the show, and he was more than happy to. We have 124 players watching right now, by the way. That's the highest for the day. Doug being on there might have something to do with that. That's the highest I've seen so far today. Yeah, nice 3K there from Boba, falling right inside that obstacle. Looked like 2 hits, a reroll from Boba, and Obsidian is out. Ugh. God, that hurts. Auto blasters, and this Scum Fire Spray player is really good at making those auto blasters trigger. That leaves 25 points up on Hothie's side of the table. He has one shot, 4 out of 7 TIE fighters. 1 more out of 7 has died after 2 shots instead of 1. Doug's record is 0-3. He's not having a good day, but he was hoping to hang out on the show for a little while and maybe do a little bit better. $3K from the Obsidian at the bottom of the screen. $33 minutes left in the round, guys. Francois, it's because you've been choosing lists, and the lists that get picked are usually kind of weird lists, and they often don't get up in the top tables. If you want to see that, like, I can say which ones are doing well. Shot from Boba against Obsidian number 1, easily evaded. And then Obsidian number 1 returns fire for nothing. I can find out who the top seeds are if you like, and I can maybe players. I'll ask what was the number 1 list going into round 3. David, what list was the top seed at the start of this round?
Sam, Corin, and a Falcon.
The top seed in the tournament is a Corin Horn Falcon list. It's a Corin Horn Falcon list. I definitely said Dash Corin, I'm sorry. Oh, no, it's a Han Corin. Oh, it's a Chewbacca list. It's a Chewbacca. Yeah, so it's a Chewbacca Corin list in the top table. What? Do you know number 2? The number 2 seed is 4 Bs and a Z95. I don't know what... I mean, yeah, you'd like to see top tables, but top tables are lists you don't want to see. Like, we're just here to have fun, really. You'll start to see some of the top players when we get to the top 8 after another 2 rounds. I mean, and there are a couple of top lists I've put up for my polls. However, I'm going to probably gonna, now that there's 30 minutes left in this round, I'm gonna call the poll for last round, for round 4, and then set up another one. The winner for round 4 is going to be a 5 A-Wings with the Proton Rockets list. Really. All right, I'm closing the current poll, and I'm going to reset it and add another. So I'll be setting up another one as this match ends. 3 hits from Boba Fett against Obsidian Squadron. He evades 1 and has 2 hull remaining. Obsidian returns fire, and Boba evades with little issue. Academy pilot does not have arc on Boba Fett. The number 2 list is in fact it's Jared Alford is the number 2 list. Maybe some of you know him. It's a Blue Squadron pilot, 4 Blue Squadron pilots and a Z-95. Also, the runner-up from this raffle was the triple X-Wing list, so it is going to go into the raffle for round 6, or to the poll for round 6, excuse me. And I'll be working on finding some other lists for the next round, or for the next for round 6. Boba takes a 2 straight, runs into the Obsidian Squadron pilot. That's 3 hits from Academy Pilot 1. No evades, but he gets 2 rerolls. Looks like he didn't evade anything, so that's 3 damage cards on Boba. It is anybody's game. Boba is down to 1 hull. It is anybody's game right now. So if Doug can manage to block Boba one more time, he can absolutely win this match. He can't block and shoot. He can block with one and shoot from the other. Academy 1 could conceivably block Boba again. Unfortunately, Obsidian is stressed, so he wouldn't be able to do the K-turn. So far for the poll for round 6, I have the triple X-Wing list that was number 2 in the poll for round 5. I'm also going to throw in a double interceptor and shuttle list and a panic attack list. That's 3 B-Wings with ion cannons and Y-Wing with A4 and R3A2. That's not so much panic attack. I'm going to change that. I mean, no, I'm still going to use that list, but I'm not going to call it panic attack, 'cause that's not what it is. And we're going to see where Boba lands. Boba did a K-turn. Okay, we have a range 1 shot, auto blaster, presumably from Boba onto that Obsidian. Two hits. No evades, spins focus. Maybe he took a primary attack. Or maybe he had to discard his cannon. That looks like Boba is destroyed, I believe. That is it for Boba Fett. The former world champion has beaten the double fire sprays. I can't lie and say I don't think that's pretty awesome.